ship ready to fire in the north end zone, we can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set! 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Get wide! Stop!
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Set! Stop!
They'll go again here with Irving. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set! 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Slam, slam! What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set! 180!
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
2nd and 10.
Set! 180! Rail, rail, rail. What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
10 at the 36-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
180! What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Good. 20. Pistol.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Real. Done.
Now Mayfield. Swing this one out to White. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a gain of 31
Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 180. Regular. What's that?
They'll run with Irving, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
Set. 180. What's that?
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set. 180. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
What is that?
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Smith. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Vegas! Vegas! Yes! Temple!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yes! Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Vegas!
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Yes! Ready to run! Yes! Punch Spurs! Vegas!
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
Travis Dilly! Yes! I want him.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bears 7, Buccaneers 3. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set. 180. Hey, alert 35.
Fresno!
What's that?
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
What's that?
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
I think at this point, Mike, he doesn't care whether they hand it to him, throw it to him. He just wants to be the guy with the ball in his hand when his team needs a big play, and he came through there with a big first.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Good. 180. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that first down.
First and 10 at the 31.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Point it right, point it right.
Switch.
What's that?
On first and 10, here's Baker. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's sick. 180. What's that?
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6.
Dead. Dead.
Right back to Irving. And he will score! Bucky Irving! Touchdown Buccaneers! That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Burden, the man on the move. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears first down. A gain of 14. First down Bears.
Foul, 32.
32, 32. We got Hornets. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Tempo, yes, 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 yes.
Williams gonna look to throw it on first down. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are on top. It's 14-10.
Buccaneers 10. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Alert! Ready! What's that?
Throwing is Baker. He'll find his running back, White. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Here's first and 10.
Set. Kings. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
180! Point it right. Done!
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Good. 180! What's that?
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. To the left side to Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
What's that?
On first down is Mayfield. He'll be hit throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Real.
Check.
Run.
Check.
Start.
Second down throw from Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5.
180. Regular.
Back.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Good. 180. Pistol. Run. What's up?
Baker to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's another.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert! Point it right.
Irving. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Good. 180. Hey, alert 33. Reset.
On play action, Mayfield in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Shamar Turner in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
180. Go.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
A gain of 11. It's 4th down and goal.
say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Watch out! Watch out!
They'll try and run for it. Good blocking, and he's pinned. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Bears 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set, punch stars, punch stars. Vegas, Vegas.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off.
Yes, ready, set, hold on.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big one there to start the second half. 47 yards.
37 yards. First down, Chicago.
We got Hornets, 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 Hornets.
Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And he'll take this one in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
180! Hey, alert 33! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Otten. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. And 3rd down coming up. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Moore going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
What is up? Punch Spurs! Punch Spurs! Vegas! Vegas! Yes! Tempo!
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Chicago.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
What is up? Whiskey!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
That was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Vegas! What is up?
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Elijah Cansey getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Moore going in motion. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
10 at the 19-yard line.
What is it? Hold on.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now, this looks like a design run, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third.
Axel, 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 Axel.
On third down, it's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On first and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. Still going. And he will score. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
for the Buccaneers.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to run.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Ready to run. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Ready to Kick it. Kick it.
In motion, it's Odunze. There's a run going left. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Vegas, Vegas. Ready to run. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Moore going in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Odunze. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down.
Vegas, Vegas. That Biggie Angels. Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels. Yes, yes. That Bucs. We got Hornets. 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 Hornets.
Throwing is Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
18.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Burden, the man on the move. They will run it over center with Swift. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The score, Bears 31, Buccaneers 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Run.
Slam.
Kings. Stay. What's up?
On first down is Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Good. 180.
Second down throw for Mayfield. To the left side to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
36 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
180. What's up?
Mayfield to throw on first and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Good stick. 180. What's up?
Mayfield to throw. A short one there to Otten. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 10 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Good. 180. What's up?
On 2nd down, Baker under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Set. 180. What's what?
They'll go. Mayfield. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
What is that?
Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
What is that? Tip it! Tip it! Tip it!
That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
What is it? On! Whiskey!
Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Move to the yes, yes, yes.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. That his second TD catch of the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
Go get him! Go get him!
Here's White. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert.
Staying open.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end.
Big time drop.
He
Let's
is
go,
knocked
let's go.
down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Regular.
Motion.
Pistol. Done.
Here's Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Regular. What's up?
Throwing is Baker. Going up top for Evans. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
180. Up. Kings. What's up?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and He's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.